So anytime you're quoting a new cooling system, be it central or a bunch of portable chillers, or maybe you're having issues with your existing system in the last few years, you've added molding machines or processing equipment that may or may not be taxing your existing legacy system. In either situation, it's very helpful to understand the cooling load on a plant-wide basis. So consider BTUs. A tool that we use to understand this, it's a very strong starting place to either troubleshoot an existing system that may or may not be having problems, or it's a good place to start if we are replacing an existing system or expanding upon it so we can understand where we're at from a capacity perspective. It's a really simple sheet. This one specifically is for injection or blow molding. And you simply just list the machines or the equipment that you have on your shop floor. So, for example, this could be a 300-ton machine running ABS. This might be a 150-ton machine running nylon, and so on. So you just list your equipment down in each row. You mark what it's connected to, whether it's connected to chiller or tower, pounds per hour. So where you see each here, you can list all of your 300-ton machines in this row and all of your 150-ton machines in this row. However, I suggest that you do it individually because not only is this very helpful for working with us on addressing your system, it's also a very handy reference for you to have in the future. It's always helpful to have a list of what machines you have where, what are they connected to, what's their consumption, and so on. Just take a little extra effort and list them out individually. I think it'd be helpful for you. Consumption of material. Are you running hot runners? What's the KW? Is there a temperature controller connected? Are you cooling the throat? Are you cooling hydraulics, or is it an electric? That's very helpful to understand. And feed throat, I already said that. So then on the second tab, if you click there, whether you're using Excel or using this on the Mac, it's all the same. You can list more auxiliary equipment if you want a greater look at everything that you're cooling with your cooling tower or chiller. And then a question that comes up fairly often is, okay, it's all well and good to understand what the cooling load requirements are from a machine equipment perspective. However, how do we manage or understand flow, pressure, sizes of channels, number of elbows, all that kind of thing? Because some have very different configurations, and it's helpful to understand how that may or may not be affecting the overall performance of the system, because we all want turbulent flow. So let's say you could just easily print out this sheet when you're done filling it out and just give a rough sketch of where your chiller is or tower. Maybe you got a tower over here, chiller over here, and then just draw out where your molding machines are or your processing equipment. Just draw a simple line where the runs are going, the channels, how many elbows, if you're so inclined, the diameter of the channels, so we can see if there's a pressure loss anywhere for starving machines in certain rows. That's very helpful. Does not have to be exact, doesn't have to be engineering, fancy tech. Just think of it as a napkin sketch. It's a great start for us to understand and make some base calculations, and then we can have a conversation and dig in a little further. So I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you soon.